welcome on in to the latest edition of Even Cleveland No Sports. Yes, we're live, boys. If you guys were paying attention. Later on in the show, we will talk a little bit about the NBA. Cavs game going on right now. They're currently up 4 with about 7 minutes to go. And then we'll talk a little bit as well about opening day, which, of course, the first game is Wednesday night. Let's start with March Madness. Obviously, the first weekend is in the books. One of the best just sporting events of the calendar year. Of course, the first weekend of March Madness.
Is that one of our drafts? Not to cut you off completely, but
sporting events?
Sporting events, what? Yes,
I thought so. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was.
So what were your guys' thoughts on opening weekend?
I mean, always just so much fun to have basketball for almost 48 hours straight on between Thursday and Friday, and then, close to that on Saturday and Sunday. Not really feeling a true Cinderella this year, which kind of sucks, but I tell you what, Rick Pitino's got those boys playing intense defense for St. John's.
Yeah, and one of the things I kind of wrote down, there was not really a true first round massive upset, I guess. I mean, I know High Point, I think, was the lowest seed that won the first,
which isn't crazy for a 12 seed.
For a 12-5 matchup, which, I mean, we see that usually every year. I think Iowa beating Florida in the second round. Obviously, Florida's the only one seed that lost over the first weekend. I mean, I did write that down as well. Obviously, Iowa's a 9 seed, and the lowest seed still left is Texas, which they beat Gonzaga in the second round, and then I can't remember who they faced now in the first round. But either way, I mean, 11 seed going through to the Sweet 16. But also, I mean, all in all, I think it was a pretty decent tournament. I will say also a lot of your championship favorites, they also just kind of steamrolled for the most part, I think, over the weekend.
Duke struggled for the first 25, 30 minutes of their game.
For the first round?
Yeah.
I saw one thing that the starters for remind me against Duke.
Siena?
Yes, thank you. I saw one thing. They played all but like a minute of the game. So it makes sense why they were
Gassed.
like they were playing so well the entire game, and then the shots that were falling the entire game just stopped falling the last 5
minutes of the
game.
Yeah. So yeah, and then also, I mean, Siena played very well, coached by Gary McNamara, but he's going back home.
Yeah.
Already, that was announced, going back to Syracuse, of course. But yeah, let me ask you guys, just kind of looking ahead to the Sweet 16. What is your guys' favorite matchup going to the Sweet 16? You guys remember anything about the bracket at all?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll start if you guys want.
Yeah, I honestly got nothing.
That's good. You can always just pull it up on your phone real quick if you wanted to.
That's rude.
Okay. But yeah, I wrote down two. I mean, I'm going to go my first over to the West bracket, Arizona and Arkansas, because there was some people like me who had Arizona win it all. But also Arkansas, obviously a solid team from SEC, coached by Calipari. They had a few people kind of pick them as a, I guess, lack of a better term, of a sleeper, just to go to the Final Four out of that region for sure as well. So that's my first one, and then I think my second one, going to the East, UConn and Michigan State, because I did look at all the lines for the Sweet 16 matchups. And that's the closest line, because UConn is only favored by 1.5, which is damn near a pick 'em for basketball or whatnot. So I obviously, UConn, listen, they're always, they're always tough, and then obviously they won the back-to-back national titles 3 years and 2 years ago. And then you got obviously Tom Izzo, who's always has a tough Michigan State team. So those are my two that I kind of look at for Sweet 16.
He's up there now with like Dean Smith and a little bit behind Coach K, but like for a lot of those long 10-year stats like in the tournament. I was seeing. I think he tied Dean Smith and is only behind Coach K and somebody else for the most Elite Eight appearances with one school.
He's only got what, 2 titles? He might only have the one.
I think it was just the one in 2000.
Yeah, they beat Ohio State in the Final Four.
I mean, it just shows you
Team Cleaves.
It just shows you how hard it is to actually do it, win the whole fucking thing.
No, absolutely. And then Deanna, do you have one?
Texas Tech, Bama. That's one, right?
No, they played.
They played. So it'd be Bama, Michigan.
Yeah. Ugh. I mean,
Can Bain come out and blow up the stadium?
yeah, please. Roll Tide in that one. Ugh. I didn't even feel right saying. Interested to see what Nebraska can do.
Yeah, Nebraska, Iowa.
Yeah.
Old school college football rivalry right there.
I think they're gonna. Well, never mind. That's not.
I mean, we all know what the country deserves, right? In Arkansas, St. John finals. Get Cal Perry and Patino fucking playing, coaching against each other in the finals. That's what we. That's what
everyone wants.
Yeah.
I mean, also, I
Get those. It's the Guinea Bowl right there.
Right. I mean, I also listen. Like every Sweet 16 matchup, I actually think is pretty good. But you got Iowa, and Nebraska. I mean, Nebraska came into this tournament never winning a tournament game in their school's history.
They're about a quarter of an inch away from not going to the Sweet 16.
Yeah. And then obviously Iowa. I mean, they're upset over Florida. See how they can do. I think Iowa has a first-year head coach. Ben McCollum, I think, is their first-year head coach. And the ones I mentioned, Arizona, Arkansas.
Yeah.
You can't see that far.
Houston, and Illinois.
Houston, Illinois.
I mean, that should be a good game.
Yeah. I mean, Illinois been.
That was one of my two.
Illinois has just been tough all year, and then Houston is. They can easily just make the Final Four as well. That wouldn't surprise anyone, I don't think.
Plus, it's good for. They're one of the teams that it's always good for college basketball when they're good.
For Houston?
Yeah. And especially because I fell in love with them because they have one of my favorite 30 for 30 documentary names. And then one of the cool, I don't know how I don't think it came up in our draft for.
No, it did.
Did it?
You picked him.
I think I did.
What was it again?
Phi Slamma Jamma.
Phi Slamma Jamma.
Yes.
But I mean, that's just, I mean, if I did, good on me. If I didn't, I meant to. But that's just all-time team nickname. And I do like the Duke St. John's matchups just because I'll be interested to see what that Duke offense can do against St. John's defense. I mean, that defense plays tough, man. They're smart. They rotate well. They're aggressive. They're in your face. They're intense. But on the flip side, they haven't shot well all year. Their offense is one of the worst in the tournament, especially left. So it'll be interesting to see if they can generate enough points with their defense to carry them against Duke.
I mean, also, you said Duke St. John's, Arizona, Arkansas. Texas, Purdue, I mean, that'll be interesting, I think, as well. And then Tennessee, Iowa State, I mean, they got. Tennessee, Iowa State as well. Iowa State, I think, has looked they look very good. This might be boring, but also effective, I think, might be the proper way to describe that. But yeah, I mean, listen, I mean, Thursday and Friday, I mean, also, Sweet 16 games, I think that'll be exciting. I'm more of a night owl, if you will, so I don't mind the tip-off times, but I know a lot of people kind of hate it because the first wave of games is like 7 to 7:45, and then you have a couple games tipping off after 10 p.m. or whatnot.
Which, and depending on when we're working, it works out better for the three of us. Just because, if we have to work later in the night than a typical people.
Yeah, we work second shift more or less.
Yeah.
All right, change topics here. So one thing I was going to ask you guys, I saw this today, and I think this was in lieu of the Cade Cunningham injury, is the NBA Players Association or Players Union, whatever. They wanted the rule about the amount of games that you have to play in the season to be eligible for like all the postseason awards or whatnot. And so because of that injury, because Cade Cunningham might not play 65 games this year, they wanted to amend that. What was your guys' thoughts on that?
I mean, if we're going to do that, we all know my opinion on him. We got to go back and change the past 7 years of awards and put Joel Embiid in at first or second team All-NBA for several years. We might have to recount MVP votes.
I mean, Mobley's not DPOI.
Yeah, that's true. If you weren't going to do it for Embiid, who is clearly a more dominant player than Cade. Cade's not the second best player in the league. That's why I'm saying it.
I got you.
Embiid's peak, he was the second best player behind Jokic, and there was times where he was maybe slightly ahead.
Yeah.
If he wasn't eligible during some of those seasons, you can't change it for Cade. But then also, I mean, what's the greatest ability?
Availability.
Thank you. If you're not going to play the games, you don't get the awards.
Oh, so I thought this rule was fairly recent.
Yeah,
It's the Joel Embiid rule,
Yeah.
really. If you want to call it what it is.
It was from, I want to say it's LeBron 2.0 or LeBron Lakers since it's been in place.
It's LeBron Lakers.
Okay,
It was post-COVID.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that it was because Joel Embiid played 60 games when he won his MVP.
Okay.
I think.
Jokic played more than that. Fuck.
Yeah.
I also thought it was kind of help combat
The
Sitting.
sitting.
Yeah. And I mean, that's what it is.
load management.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of it is. And then also, I mean, we got to go look at, kind of go back to Kawhi's career and probably give him some stuff.
It's just, if you think about it, right? Everyone talks about, oh, he averaged this, and this. So if a guy plays 82 games versus a guy that plays 60 games,
You got to have a lot more good games.
the averages are going to be better for a 60. The guy that plays 60 games instead of 82. I don't hate the rule. I think it's a good rule.
It makes you got to play. You got to play the game.
But do you think 65 should be the number? Because that's the rule right now. I read a little bit of the rules. Obviously,
That's what, 80% of your games?
So it was 65 games, averaging 20 minutes per game for the year. There were some exceptions to it, and then there were some.
Like 6-man, I don't think has to be 20 minutes.
That's what some of the awards were kind of exempted from it.
Yeah.
So that, like a few exceptions to it, but the main gist of it
MVP,
was 65. Well, like the main awards, but then the main gist of it was 65 games, at least 20 minutes per game. And then
That's what, 75% of your games you got to play? I don't think that's too much to ask.
This is their job. How many jobs do you get
30%
that you can work 75% of your of your work days?
I know one.
and still get paid for it.
Yeah, it would still be considered the top employee. Not even full time, not even get paid for it, but a top employee.
Not many, to answer your question, but yeah.
You're not going to rescind it because someone's having a career year. It's bad luck you got hurt. Boo-hoo. It fucking happens. You get injured.
That's sports.
Shit
That
happens.
is and it sucks. And it's
Cavs win the
frustrating.
title in 15 if Kai and Kev aren't hurt.
Yes. And,
Do we get a bullshit ring for it? No, we don't.
Like it sucks, and you can have the nuance when you're talking about legacy. Like you can talk that nuance. You can bring it up. That's part of the fun of sports and the frustration of sports is that there's so much nuance in different ways you can look at when you're comparing players, especially different generations. And you got to be willing to take some of that nuance into factor, and recognize too that these awards are great honors. A lot of times they hit them right, but there are times when they're bullshit.
If you're gonna make a rule, have a backbone and keep it.
Well, and like the other thing, like they're not, like
It's
you
like
want to win it. You want to win these awards, but like they're also not the end all be all. But Jokic should have had more MVPs. LeBron should have had about 8 more MVPs.
He should have had at least a few DPOIs. He lost to a guy that didn't even make DPOI for fucking
the defensive first team.
or second. I don't think it was second team either.
Like you can't like. There's voter fatigue. There's error in these awards. They're honors. They're cool things to win. I'm happy to have won a DPOI. Like that is something you can hang your hat on a little bit, but also there's flaws in these awards as it is. You're never gonna get it perfect. Don't have somebody then play 30 games and he averages 45 points a game because he played 30 games. Like, okay, cool. Where were you the rest of the year? Your team suffered because of it.
I mean, listen, I thought it was an interesting topic. I thought it today. I know
It's in the CBA anyway. I don't think they can actually like legally
they
change
can,
it.
Well, yeah, they can. I mean, both sides can come to an agreement to amend that.
But it's fucking stupid. Like you made this rule because everyone was bitching about it, and now everyone's bitching about it because Cade Cunningham was having a great year, and it wasn't SGA, Jokic, or Giannis that was going to win an MVP. Like that's what it comes down to.
Also, I mean,
like to your point of voter fatigue, right? That's what it is.
Also, he wouldn't be one of my finalists if we're being honest.
For MVP,
yeah. It would be the top 3 would be Jokic, Luka, and Jalen Brown. I mean, the way the Celtics had played before Tatum came back, you got to give him some respect for that.
Well, he has them. I mean,
In
they're
the
second
way-
in the East right now, which nobody thought would. At best, I think a lot of people, maybe I could be wrong, but maybe a lot of people thought they'd be like a play-in team.
Or at least like 5 or 6,
yeah.
like at least bottom of the for sure.
Yeah. With Tatum being out all year, but yeah.
Oh shit, blowing this game. But yeah,
This game.
we're not watching a game.
No,
Oh, geez, just make your point.
I don't know. It don't like that. That's such a Rob Manfred thing to do is to make a rule and just say, no thanks.
you mean Clown Manfred?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So,
Who's Rob?
Is that his brother or something?
but yeah, like just stick with it. Who cares? Again, like if you're not available for 75% of your team's games, then you shouldn't have any award because you got guys that are playing 82 games and they're out there playing hurt. They're not sitting because they're playing the Mavericks or the Kings or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like they're just sitting because they need a day of rest. Like no, you got guys that are out there playing all 82, limping around. Like just for example, like guys like Delly. When did Delly ever sit with an injury?
Even last
He
year,
almost died at fucking halftime in the goddamn finals.
last year with Jared Allen.
Yeah,
Like he played all 82 games last year.
but that's not fair to those guys.
And like, listen, even if you take a couple games, 82 games, a long time. You got to have a line in the sand. But you have to draw a line on where the cutoff is.
Plus, I think this rule is mostly to combat the load management where people
Sure.
sit for
And
every back-to-back.
and that's what I was kind of getting. Like you have to have a line in the sand. Why 65 not the line? That would be my main argument. Like, is there a reason besides Cade having an all-time year? So then what would it be? Whatever number of games he played, is that where you're changing it to?
But
So
also,
what happens then when Cooper Flagg next year has a career year, but was 2 games short of the amount of games that Cade played this year? Are we then going to move it back 2 more spots?
exactly.
And then
That's
Todd
about.
Knipple played as a career year a year after that and played a game less than Cooper did. Like,
Yeah.
it's a slippery slope if you start moving it. Either you have to do away with it completely and say games aren't going to matter. The number of games aren't going to matter unless each individual voter wants them to. Or you have to have a line in the sand and say, this is where we're drawing that hard line.
And then here's my point. My point to kind of piggyback off of that too is like the NBA already has a problem with tanking.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a major
If
issue that
you're gonna have guys that
dealing with.
are chasing MVPs on mediocre teams, I mean, it doesn't happen often, but I mean, it could happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Even if it's a play-in, like
Yeah.
if the Mavs they're not great next year with injuries, but Cooper has an unbelievable season and is dragging them to the 7th seed.
Like he's averaging like fucking 35,
triple-double,
12,
like-
and 9 or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
and
if he
dragging them to a 7th seed.
7 through 10 somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, but you're going to shut him down if you start like falling apart and drop down to that 11 or 12 seed.
Yeah.
He's not going to be playing. Like, and he would still have MVP rights. I don't know. To me, I think they did it right by doing that. But like Martin said, like at what point, say LeBron goes out and averages 70 for 2 weeks and then breaks his ankle and is out for the rest of the year.
Well, I mean,
do you
also-
give him the MVP because he averaged 70
also-
points?
That'd be pretty cool though, especially him last year. That'd be fun. Little cap.
Just go 70, average just 70 a game or whatnot. I also
Knowing Bron, he would purposely average like 73.9. This is a shot to the fucking Warriors one last time.
nice.
Or he'd average 31.
Right.
Like, it would be some like subtle shot.
You'd have a Wilt stat line 71.9 and then
31 rebounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of think also it might just be. I think voters would maybe pick somebody who's played more games than that. But
Well, right, but
yeah, I mean, you don't want to put too much into the. I mean, the voter can have their own, I guess, agency of choice, if you will. But also,
The thing with sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you.
I was going to say that, and then, but also at the same time, some of the rogue voters can just vote for, a guy who only played 35 games in a year, like he's my MVP one or whatever. But
So my pushback with that, there's such few criterias for the voters though, so they already do have that. Because there is no definition of what MVP is. Is it the best player? Is it the most valuable player? Is it the most meaningful player? Is it the best player on the best team? What is the award? And so, I've heard this you talked about Zach Lowe's talked about this. Brian Windhorst has talked about this.
your boy,
Yeah, exactly, my boy. And I've heard other guys that cover the NBA talk about this, and they say how every voter they talk to has a different criteria for how they cast their vote for MVP. Some do it as, like win share, and so they figure out they do a win share plus minus, I guess if you will, net rating, and go, all right, so this guy was the most valuable.
yes.
Without this guy, this team loses the most games. And some guys go, all right, this was just a flat out best player this year. And then some go, well, this was the best team, and this was the best player on that team.
I'm said best team.
When Tatum was really hot for
yeah.
MVP, he's the best player on the best team. And every voter does it differently because there is no set definition
of what?
or criteria for MVP.
I mean, in every sport, I think that the voting needs to be looked at. Not
especially your
just
sport.
well, that's kind of what I was about to say. Like specifically,
Guys
like
are
in baseball, like the
Yeah,
Hall of
fucking jackasses.
well, the Hall of Fame voting specifically.
Yeah, it's fucking old man's club.
Yeah, and then you got people, and I may be saying this because of a certain situation that happened in 2016, but you have guys that are
Clay
like
Matthews not being in
he's
yet?
like, oh well, I'm not gonna vote for this guy because he's already gonna get enough votes, so I'm gonna give my vote to someone who it could actually help. Like that's a bullshit fucking way to do that, right? And it to a lesser extent, it's on the other other sports too, right? Because there's been a lot of there's only been what in the NBA, I believe, one unanimous MVP.
Yeah,
It was
just
Steph, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna sit here and tell me that Miami LeBron wasn't unanimous,
or even any of the Cavs LeBron.
That's what I'm saying. Like there needs to be some sort of like the voting just in general in all of sports to kind of broaden it a little bit needs to be revisited. But it's the same with football. I don't think
especially if these awards are going to be what determines
legacy.
And
Hall
if
of
you
Fame
want
votes.
that to be,
Yeah.
if you want that to be something that is meaningful, then the league should dictate
Step in a little bit.
and say this is what the criteria is for this. Yeah. And I guess like defense player of the year, you might miss on it, but it is clear.
Right.
And I guess even that might not be the case. Is it the most meaningful defender, or is it just the flat out best defender?
But then you also have beat writers for these specific teams that are going to try to get their guy in as well.
Yeah.
Make them all like, even make them national writers, right? Don't have like the guys that are that for like for example.
I guess the pushback to that would be those guys watch
too much, yeah,
or not enough.
Not enough.
But also,
because
like,
I mean, there are guys like Zach Lowe and I mean, Bill Simmons will just still be Celtics.
Yeah,
but like he still watches a shit ton outside of the Celtics. Where like you have other like there are guys at ESPN that have votes that do not watch basketball besides if it's Lakers, Celtics, Knicks,
right?
Or whatever.
Team
Yes. And so like I guess the pushback for me would be, I mean, Cavs aren't getting a vote for anyone unless it was LeBron, which is still hard to. Besides that, but Utah's going to have a hard time. Charlotte's going to have a hard time. These markets that aren't
Orlando,
these markets that aren't the Knicks, the Celtics, the Lakers, the Warriors.
Yeah.
All right, we will leave it there. Cavs game just went final a couple minutes ago. 136-131 over the Magic. Just kind of reading the stats here. Donovan Mitchell, 42 points.
he looks angry.
Well, he has his eye got poked. It looks like.
Yeah, 42 points, 11-11.
Oh fuck! Yeah, I didn't. Oh my god.
Yeah. That's we have a TV off screen here. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell got jacked in the eye, and it looks.
Oh, that's Garland. He's out for 2 to 4 months.
All right.
But yeah, James Harden 20.
Tell me I'm wrong.
James Harden 26.7 assists.
Garland had actual injuries. He just had shit luck with it.
Pretty decent win by the Cavs tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about this. My biggest thing isn't trying to get cute with seeding and everything. My biggest thing is learning for them to play together, get hot at the right time, and have Kenny know what rotations he likes. Because this team hasn't really been that healthy since they acquired Harden and Ellis and Schroeder. So like Kenny still needs to figure out what he wants to do with everybody. Who's playing with who's not going to crack the rotation, who is, and what subs are coming in, what starters are going to stay, what starters are coming out. Like, so my biggest thing has been, get wins, so that way you know how to play together, how to win in moments when you might start losing the momentum, but figure out, all right, no, this is how we crack this is how we do this. Just get playing at the right time and learn how to play together and what rotations work.
Any concerns about I mean, it's a regular season game, so I know they don't clamp down on defense every single night. I get that, but is there any worry about the Cavs' defense heading in the playoffs, heading into a series where obviously the other side can exploit weaknesses on the Cavs' defensive end?
I mean, you don't know ball if you say you're not worried about their defense. I mean,
and I mean,
you gave up 131 tonight to a team that just has Paulo Banchero.
yeah, who's notorious for whose biggest issue is half-court offense.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're 100% worried. I mean, this isn't the defense of last year.
I was also kind of just floating that idea out to you guys.
Well, no, for sure, but like I said,
Well, I think one thing like Strus play more will help with it because he's a good team defender. I think Allen's, a huge part of this defense that cannot be overlooked.
Figuring out rotations to where it could probably be a certain group of guys on the floor will be your more like.
I mean, you're going to need.
Stoppers, if you will.
Yeah. You're going to low key. If you're facing an offensive juggernaut in the playoffs, you're going to need to give Keon Ellis about 20 to 25 minutes off that bench, if not start him.
And Schroeder's going to need some good time.
You're going to need Merrill to catch fire. I mean, he can't really defend much of anything.
I want to push back on that. This year he's been a way better.
He's been better, yeah, but
he's
still not great. He's better, no doubt.
Yeah, I would say he's a pretty good defender now.
Average at best.
The metrics show he's pretty good to good. And I guess the argument you could make is then, our defensive metrics, how accurate are they really? Because especially if you're funneling somebody to Jared Allen and Evan Mobley.
Yeah.
Because defensive metrics showed that Jokic was the best defender in the league for 2 seasons straight. And, if you just watched, that was
if you watched any Nuggets game ever.
So, I guess it could be there. But, I think he is, I will say, slightly underrated defensively. Slightly underrated. I won't say he.
It depends what your line is.
I'm not saying. That's why I'm just going off what most people think. I would say I'm not saying he's Isaac Okoro. I'm not saying he's Keon Ellis. But he's not a traffic cone anymore.
Might be a tall one.
He's not a traffic cone.
He's one of those tall, skinny ones.
Oh boy. All right. We will move on from that, of course. But lastly, let's talk about Dana. Your sports back tomorrow.
I'll see you guys later.
Sure is.
Yeah, I gotta go too. It's been fun. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, folks, remember.
But no, let me. But no, of course, let me ask. We did our MLB preview show last night. Real quick on the Guardians. I think it was not bleak, but I don't know if they. I don't know if they make the playoffs this year.
I don't know.
Have you been seeing any of the kind of more national, not prominent national guys, but more people that just cover the sports with podcasts? All the hate the Guardians have been getting because they play unethical baseball, and they're probably going to win 85 games this year just because a lot of people have been saying the Guardians are Satan worshipers to get the dark magic to be as good as they've been with the rosters they've had.
That made a lot more sense if they were still called the Indians.
But
oh boy,
yeah. Yikes.
But
have you?
There's a movie about it. There's a goddamn Jobu, for fuck's sake.
No, you say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball? The greatest movie. Oh, I like Jesus very much. You don't help with curveball. You say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball? Up yours, Jobu.
Don't touch Jobu's rum.
Well, up yours, Jobu. Immediately gets hit in the head with the bat.
Right.
No, have you been following that at all? Does that give you any comfort knowing that we're going to win 5 games?
It sounds
like Cards ball.
It sounds like a lot of hatred. Because nobody gave shit to the A's who did literally the same exact thing that the fucking Guardians do. No one gave shit to the everyone calls the front office for Tampa geniuses, and they do the same exact thing that the Guardians do. It's just
also, I think I also think the Brewers could be thrown.
Brewers as well, absolutely. Brewers have a chance to win their 4th NL Central title in a row, which is insane to think about. Because
they trade away their best player
every single fucking year. They trade Corbin Burns. They win the whatever NL Central. Thank you. They trade away arguably they traded away arguably the best relief pitcher for 3-4 straight years, and not only Devin Williams, but they did it with Hader.
Yeah,
it
was Hader, Burns, Williams,
and Peralta this year. Yeah. I don't get it, man. If anyone needs to be fucking investigated for black magic and shit, it's the goddamn Brewers. It makes no sense. You look at their roster, this is a fucking 70-win team, and boom, 97 wins last year. Makes zero sense on how they do it. Especially now because of the
two drinking towns, 2 Midwest drinking towns. That's how you do it.
Well, and it makes, back in the day, it's okay, you get to beat up on your own division, but now with the balanced schedule, you don't really get to do that as much anymore. So, for the guards and the Tigers specifically, you don't get to face the Twins and White Sox a total of 40 times.
You don't get the Comedy Central,
right? So that's ridiculous. That's even being talked about.
Big. I think it's just
a lot of hate.
Well, I think what it is just real. The hate has to just be that it's fan bases that their ownership spends money, but their front office is not as good as the Guardians.
Borderline inept.
And real quick,
the Guardians has very good front office. Because they always
their last 3 GMs have been solid.
Because especially
Indians,
with what they have been given to be able to stay as competitive. Yeah, I mean financially. To stay as competitive as they can and to turn what the stars of the moment are into the next guys that are coming up pretty frequently.
But there's guys but to your point, right? The guards, I believe, since 91, 92, have had 3 general managers. So they've had Antonetti, they've had Shapiro, and they had John Hart.
Yes,
right.
Shapiro was in Moneyball, right? That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's the one that is talking about Rincon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No good.
Yeah.
Well, what was that? What was that?
But you got guys like Brian Cashman that still have a job at the Yankees, which makes zero fucking sense. And if you talk to
Paul DiPodesta that's back in Moneyball.
If you talk to any actual Yankees fan, right, and I say that a specific way, they want
those exist.
They want Brian Cashman gone. They wanted Brian Cashman gone since 2011.
Yeah, they want his head, dude.
He's been awful.
Is that good?
You know exactly what I meant, you fucking perv.
But how all the contracts that he just divvies out for no
show
reason.
up on time. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
But all the contracts that he just dishes out, they're paying Trent Grisham $30 million this year. Trent fucking Grisham is making half of the Guardians' payroll. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's insane.
Now, do I have to go to Dallas to talk to these Yankees fans, or?
They might be at the Lakers game tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, first game is Wednesday night. Yankees Giants, and then Guardians play at 10:10.
The last first pitch tomorrow or Thursday.
On Thursday against the Mariners.
They're the only game at 10, by the way.
Ooh.
Yeah. That actually surprised me. I thought there'd be another West Coast game at least.
Friday's a late morning for Martin. Oh, looks like. I'm gonna make a bet that I don't know about.
Well, yeah, I mean, Dan, let me
sick parlay.
Who the fuck is By BB?
I didn't know we still had fiber.
Dan, let me ask.
Spelled his name wrong.
Let me ask you
These
real
guys are
quick.
morons.
Let me ask you real quick. What is your most intriguing opening day matchup?
Not the Reds.
Well, I was gonna say what I want to touch on is an underrated one is going to be Andrew Abbott versus Garrett Crochet. Andrew Abbott.
It's not that bad. I know he's a honk, but it's not that bad.
I mean, Andrew Abbott had a 2.2 ERA last year, and I mean he was lights out for the Reds last year. That's not my pick though, but I did want to touch on that because I think that one's a very underrated pitching matchup.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Skubal versus Pivetta in the Tigers Padres because I think Pivetta can. I think Pavetta's a dark horse for the NL Cy Young. I don't think he'll get there, but he's going to anchor that San Diego rotation. And if you tuned in yesterday, I'm super high on the Padres this year. So I really think that you got Skubal obviously going into his contract year. I mean, he's already been good not in the contract year.
Yeah.
So I mean, but you got Skubal going against Tatis, Machado, Jackson Merrill, the Padres lineup that's just potent. And then, Pivetta, who had a career year last year when it went to K per 9. So, I think that one is the most intriguing for me. I don't hate.
Don't say it. Shut up. Let me go. Just let me go.
Is it your home? Is it the home team?
Not Guardians.
Okay. I also don't hate Bybee and Logan Gilbert.
Okay.
Is what I was going to say.
Okay.
So I think if Bybee can control the walks, he's a formidable ace of the staff.
Absolutely.
He just needs to figure out his pitch count because that man can very rarely get past the 6th inning.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times it's 4th, 5th.
That's what I'm saying because he just
a lot of times it's a 4th.
He throws so many pitches.
He's getting pulled in the bottom of the with 3 2/3 innings.
But he'll go 12 and 4 and have like a 2.9 3.1 ERA or something like that, but has 2 quality starts because he can't fucking get past the 6th inning. Yeah.
Would you say because last year he kind of lost that ace spot, right? To
Gav, yeah.
Yeah. Are you expecting Bybee to be his ace?
I think by the end of the year, the way the rotation is set up, I think by the end of the year, when they, I guess more like mid-year after the All-Star break, I think that Gavin will. Yeah, the All-Star break specifically because you have those, you can reset your rotation because you have the 5-6 days off before the next game. I think that's going to be where I think they're going to move Gav a little higher up the rotation. I want to say he's pitching 3rd, isn't he?
I thought he was pitching.
He might be 2nd.
Saturday.
He might be.
I also can't remember if they have 4 in Seattle and they're playing through the weekend. Mine, real quick, when you said Skubal, I thought you were going to say mine, and I was like, "Fuck you, you prick."
I thought about it, but
yeah. So mine, real quick, it's the first game up on Thursday. Pirates Mets. You got.
I thought that one crossed my mind.
That's what I was about to ask.
Skeens and
Peralta.
Newly acquired Freddie Peralta for the Mets. I thought that was. I mean, I love.
Gav's pitching Friday.
Okay. So they do have 4 in Seattle.
They have 4 in Seattle to start off. But yeah, mine is I mean the Mets. Listen, they made a bunch of moves this year. So did the Pirates, like we talked about in our MLB season preview show.
Check it out on YouTube.
Yeah, check it out. It was good.
I don't believe you.
You're right. It sucked.
You'd be a smartass.
No, there must be something about this chair because it's the only time anybody actually makes sense on this fucking show. When somebody sits here.
All right. But anyway, that was mine. But real quick,
is Livy Dunn going to be there? Are they still dating? That was my question.
Why don't you ask her?
No, let me text her.
Yeah, there you go.
That'd be crazy, man.
Slide in her DMs. Yeah.
Hey, while you're at it, want to give our podcast a shout out? That'd be big.
But anyway, last thing I was going to say is we can nerd out about ballpark food real quick because Dano has been on a kick of just seeing all the new food that's going on in every stadium this year. And I can't remember, was there one in Cincinnati that you had shown me that was new this year that we were...
Well, since he has a lot of new stuff.
Yeah.
You have good chili now?
They
okay.
They had a couple things in Cincy. But the thing with Cincy is they have this is real quick. They have a lot of local shit that you can get outside the ballpark, right? But
yeah,
me too. Well, what I was gonna say is
you're good.
they're getting away from that this year. I don't remember. I know they had burnt ends that they were gonna put in there.
Josh, can I have one of
Um,
these? Can I have one of these?
No,
Okay.
but they had like
that's what I wanted.
burnt ends and stuff like that. But for me, the one that I'm going to. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, you want one?
I literally said I want one too. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I just
dude,
heard Cincinnati
If you
talk.
shut up and listen.
I was just hearing Cincinnati talk.
The one that I'm looking forward to that I'm going to personally have this year is the Marlins
Yes.
dropped a 2-foot long quesadilla called the Machete, and holy fuck, do I want that?
Yeah, because you're making a trip this year.
In a couple weeks, yeah.
And
Catching the Reds in Miami,
Yeah.
but catching the Guards in Atlanta.
that's right. Yeah, like you had shown
What's
me.
in the quesadilla?
Carne asada.
Ooh!
Dude, that looked really.
You're either gonna miss half the game for shitting or not shit for fucking 2 weeks.
And thank God it's in Miami because I feel that nobody goes there, so I feel it'll be reasonably priced.
No, it's gonna be 50.
It's gonna be expensive as shit. It's in Miami, dude.
I think it's gonna
Hey,
be 50
could you bring me some of the back from there?
So yeah, it's a 2-foot homemade mozzarella cheese,
Oh, Latina, a big booty Latina.
mozzarella cheese, carne asada,
All three.
pepper sauce, salsa verde, and cilantro.
Ooh. Were you gonna split that or just eat it yourself?
Come on.
I know. Split it.
You're watching your boy's figure.
One's in the one. Yeah, you know what? I'll eat 1 foot in the first, and then the second foot in the third.
That's the name of his sex tape.
Oh boy.
Um,
Mark, what's your favorite ballpark food?
I saw the Mets, and I think somebody else are introducing the 999.
Yeah, I sent that to you.
Yeah, and I saw it. One of my buddies sent it to me too.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, that's what I said back. Was it doesn't? It's many hot dogs and many beers.
Yeah.
You're gonna have 2 of them at least.
Yeah.
To make it
For a
count.
proper.
Yeah.
18-9.
Yeah. Because like they're the like cocktail wieners. And as somebody that's fueled on hot dogs, those mini dogs just aren't gonna do it.
I do want to give an honorable mention
Yes.
to the Diamondbacks, who are introducing the 128-ounce bucket of nachos.
You showed me that.
I mean, that's gonna suck because this layer is good. Like the top 2 or 3 layers, gonna be soggy as shit. And then below
The bottom will be soggy.
No, I mean the bottom is
The bottom will just have nothing on it.
Yeah, so it's just
Yeah.
it's gonna be plain.
Unless you throw a couple chips in there. If the concession stand person, who I'm sure knows what they're doing and super cares
Also, they
about
don't
their
give a
job.
fuck. They're making $11 an hour at their job. They're not fucking giving a shit. They're standing there in 120 degrees heat.
Yeah, in Arizona, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
they don't give 2 shits about it.
well, I was gonna say that.
They're doing that so that their ungrateful kids can play in a fucking Little League baseball team. Little League baseball team that half the time they forget to bring their fucking bats to the game. They're breaking their bats working all these jobs.
I was gonna say that in a lot more passive aggressive way and a lot less direct. But
It's getting real personal about them trying to pay for like Little League.
What was the dessert one that you showed me?
for Tampa,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
I will.
Show me that.
I'm gonna also get my hands on that bad boy.
Oh, you're going to do a Cubs game in Tampa, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
It's the Oreo brownie milkshake, chocolate served milkshake in an Oreo rimmed cup, topped with a mini ice cream cone brownie triangle on a stick.
Oh,
I borrow this. I borrow a sock real quick.
yeah. Sure, bud. Yeah. Oh, boy.
They also have cinnamon pretzels in a glove.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah. I love this time of year as a stadium food critic. That I love trying out all the new stuff that the ballparks drop.
I'm a classic guy. Just could be a bag of nuts, Give me a wiener.
Pause.
Give me a lot of beer.
Pause? Question mark.
Sure.
In that order.
There will be no pausing.
Now with Martin around.
No.
He
might get confused and sit on the hot dog.
every once in a while. Every once in a while, I'll like a broader Italian sausage.
I bet you do.
Yeah, they're delicious.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep, we know.
Yeah, we know you know.
Deeply closet. Oh, jeez. All right.
What are you trying to reveal here? Nothing. He's in the closet.
All right.
Shout out, Norm.
I know, right? You guys have anything else like to talk about? All right, good.
Enjoy opening day. That's all I'm going to say. Baseball is back, baby.
I mean, don't watch it. Just
We got
watch
teased.
March Madness.
We got teased with a fantastic WBC. Regardless the outcome, as obviously United States fans, but
Yes.
I was rooting for them to lose in the semifinals. I had big money against them.
well, the ump didn't.
Yeah, I know.
There's no way you had big money on anything.
I think I put like
Don't say it out loud.
40, 50 bucks. It's not big money.
On Italy
DR.
or DR?
Yeah.
Idiot.
That was when Dan said, "Oh God, they're gonna lose," and then I got kicked out of one bar.
You did or we did?
No, that's not what happened. I was just petty.
That was a riveting story. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem, man. Take care, guys.
Of course. Last thing I was going to shout out real quick. I am wearing their shirt underneath here, but Cleveland Crunch again. They're in the semifinals of the MLIS, and they have a rematch against the team they lost to last year, the Amarillo Bombers. And the semis and the finals taking place in Vegas.
They should change their name, given current events.
I just want to shout out the Crunch. Shut up. Just want to shout out the Crunch real quick. Back in the have another chance to win a championship, of course. So they've played very well all season. So that's all I got.
The tens of fans will be following until late.
Shut the fuck up. No, it's not tens of fans.
Why do you have to be such a hater all the time?
And I was
for everything.
I was just gonna say like MLB is probably the second most popular sport in America right now. But you know what? Go fuck yourself.
It's not. I wish it was.
Yeah,
It might be. Martin, would you like to?
Yeah, I mean, Dan hates Cleveland. So always give your bartenders and servers, and if you see us out in the wild, buy a shot for those of us that love Cleveland and are proud to be from here. So me and Josh, and Dan can go fuck himself.
Thank you all who watched and commented. Appreciate you guys very much, and we will see you next time.